different though.
Well, when we said every single method, take away circle.
That's how you lie.
That's why you lie.
Most men be like, man, don't nagam na yo jagana.
Ogugusa luvanyu customer ogugusa then you kogama niyo manyi.
I have a home. Be a busy. Anyway, I understand. Sometimes only I come, you know, mukazi no.
How do you deal with breakups, Lori?
Breakups.
As a person.
I've gone through one major heartbreak. That's the one that took me into depression for 2 years. Yeah. And it was a tough one. The problem is I isolated myself for some good time and I hated myself and, you know, I hated men at that time until my friend Lillian, you know Lillian?
Yeah.
Yeah, one day came and approached me and said, you know, let me tell you something. You see that man you're crying over? The one you're losing weight for? He's actually somewhere having fun, living life, going out, buying new clothes, you know, eating good, going to the gym. He's happy. The moment he sees you in this state, you're giving him a win. What you do, snap out of it. It's not going to be easy, but snap out of it and try to take care of yourself. And it was a process, but eventually I bounced back. But what I did after bouncing back, I made sure that I don't isolate myself. So I would listen to a lot of music, but not lap music now. Like, you know, hip hop, stuff like that. Then movies I would go for detective movies, you know, yeah.
You be in your own mind.
Exactly. So I'll make sure that whenever I'm going home to sleep. That's all. Sleep will take me home.
You distracted your mind.
Yes.
Now.
So now for you, how have you ever gone through a deep heartbreak?
Yeah, I've actually had many. They mess up with my. I have had one major one. I think we all always have that one. Major
yeah, that's why. Another one just a lesson.
Like you reach a point, like, because I'm gonna be 31. You reach a point and you're like, you just be disappointed. Like, oh, you had hopes for this one.
I know.
You know, like that thing. Like for us guys would be like,
yeah.
I'm gonna date this girl, and then she disappoints you, and I had hope for her. You go crazy, but not like no more crazy of the first love.
So how do you move on? Because now
for guys,
situation that is actually everywhere in public.
No,
of our friend.
Yeah.
you had ever hosted her.
Yeah, but by the way, when I had the whole situation, the fact that they used to come together to the station.
You're like.
I was like, yay! By the way, most of the couples that I like, when they break up, I'd be like,
I know, right? Because even me, like,
no, but I feel,
come with a guy.
Yeah, she would come, but I feel the other effect I told you about, they overexposed it in social media. Those demands go up. And the moment you introduce a ring to any relationship, social media or not,
there's more pressure.
Chances of it working out is crazy. I think there is a dogo moving game.
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple.
Nayo manga abuza. Netwala challenge ya weight loss ifirwa katuli mulavu. Nenga mwanga takatwala ku date. Nenga tupira ku simu wetu. Wansala.
Anti covid yaje. Tell say you asina kamoto.
Covid yaje. Kati mainga cha kubisa. Kwa nina dobaza ngako. Hello. No, I need money. 10%. They only got partner. You okay?
Hey, but no
sleep until you get home.
Bakugura
bana abampugula tere.
I got Satan going am dinenze. Jenkins. I not Hanimpoza. Not Jenkins. On okay. Jacob wow. Akezi ne babingira mnenga ha. Akezi agera kukola mu topic nenga ngomanyi. So
Mukazi. Was this it? We start. All right. I love this. Welcome to Love Life. Doreen Asasra, YouTube channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting. Appreciate. So I have brought back the one and only, the man with the voice, Neka.
You look nice.
You look good. Earpin, right? So what's up?
Nothing.
Many women influence. I'm like, am I asking my head? I'm like, who has influenced you?
What, this?
Yeah.
This actually last time, just because I was coming from work, I've had this for a while.
I didn't see it.
I've had this for
You
a while.
okay?
I'm all right. How have you been?
Not bad. I'm trying to lose
You look
weight,
nice.
yeah.
Recently, I saw you're into short young boys, so.
Which
Nemanye changanya.
I know you didn't have money those days.
No.
No, but honestly, I was, man, that voice of yours, it would get me. I would get like chills all over the body. Think about, oh my God.
You can still
I'm
get
waiting
there.
for that money, no money. You don't even tell me about this, apart from
Yeah,
stories.
the problem
Apart, you
is-
told me stories.
Why you told him Ogumikis?
I had to be patient. No, but I think you're also working on yourself.
Not
Losing
really.
weight, are you?
No,
Sure.
I have not done anything. I think just lifestyle changed a
I think
little
lifestyle, yeah.
bit. Lifestyle changed a little bit.
How is NRG?
It's all right.
Play it loud. On social media.
Online, eh?
Yeah, I see.
We're
Snippets
there.
of,
We're pushing.
yeah.
We're pushing.
Okay.
How is the other young boy? So lately, I got a new one over to
There's- Do you know, like these days, young boys have no shame. Do you know they are dry?
No,
Those young boys are so dry. Sometimes I just keep quiet because the cat is encouraged. I just look at him because I know nothing can ever happen. So I just look at him.
But you girls, what you taboo?
Me, I can't, by the way. But me, you know me. I'm very principled. Oh, yeah. If I wasn't principled right now, I would have been like in marriage with some kids. But
You refuse kids
I have kids, but
that are not yours.
okay, yeah.
Somebody has to
That's
fill
my-
the good auntie role.
Right? Man, I think I fear giving birth, all that stuff. Then I fear marriage.
No, that of fearing marriage, you look like if you're married.
I do. By the way, I do like a million times. I feel like my peace is going to be taken away. I feel like
We're almost 40,
I'll be
right?
tired. Yes. I'm in my mid 30s.
Do you want to have kids?
I don't feel
Oh,
like
wait,
it.
something
I don't feel like it.
that is something you've. I saw people make a topic out of the other girl who tied that tube.
Yeah, the one who came out and did, is it tube ligation? Or tube
Yeah.
ligation, that one.
It is okay to make a choice at 24, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. Yes, people have over talked about it. I think the issue why people have it, I feel like 24, most
Mm-hmm.
people think she hasn't thought through things yet much.
That's how they are thinking.
Yeah, I would actually think the same. If she made that
But
decision,
24.
if she made that decision at maybe 29,
So you're thinking they're going to be regrets?
on her case, maybe, maybe not. I know people who made that decision. They did not tie their tubes. Actually, they're still okay. But now they're like 34. And they still don't want kids. But all along, growing up, they used to say that. So, and they're not regretting it, and they're not changing their mind. So I feel like people are overreacting to it. We live in a generation that is different.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because she says she's 24, and
That's how people are thinking. She's going to regret it.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the future. So, but you know, everybody's in everybody's business lately.
Her body, her body. I know, right? The moment you bring it out in public, everyone has got something to say. Now, like myself, honestly, like growing up, like when I was in my early 20s, I never felt like having a family, children, nothing. My mom knew about it. But then I later fell in love a bit. There was some kind of love relationship I went
When
to
was your
live
first
there.
relationship?
I think I was 22. The serious
Serious
one.
one, huh?
Yeah, 22.
22.
Yeah.
You know, how we call it.
Yeah. When I experiencing a true love, war like
So you
know,
me-
Telemundo love, copy and paste. Man,
he was older, right?
Yeah, he was in his early 30s.
Vanekasente, he
Yo,
can take you out. At our
yeah.
campus girls you normally are hungry, just want
Yeah.
what to eat. Huh?
Kakea.
By the way, I
So,
discovered
for
that
some
thing
reason,
very late.
tricked my mind a bit, and I kind of like started, loving that whole idea of starting a family, at least 2 kids. So when the things ended, I went back to my kakon. Trust me, I don't feel like getting into marriage. It's very weird. I don't feel like it.
Really? Did you ever date when you're young? Like, because I've seen a video of everybody's going crazy about a video of some kids in some school that recorded
Boyfriend challenge.
boyfriend challenge. I had no problem with the boyfriend challenge
Why?
in the beginning when
In
they
the-
said boyfriend challenge. I had no problem with it. But now, what the boyfriend once said is what made me go crazy. Because at that age, 13, we all have boyfriends. It's okay.
Yes.
And but the problem was actually everything else was okay because I feel like kids can say that. But there's a girl who said to it, I will appeal. I was like, okay.
There's even someone who said, one girl who said, Bujangu, dachika asatu, ojituleko dachika asatu.
Those ones are very possible to say at that age. Because here's the thing.
Really?
Do you know why I'm saying that?
No.
At that age, because we're never exposed like the kids of nowadays.
Okay.
Phones came to be reached around 2009, 8, 10. Like even the kids now having phones, but still those phones were like community phones. They were not like smartphones.
Yes, I remember.
The smartphone era came into 2011. But even still at that time, when you're in senior 1, senior 2, 13, 14, you understood about boyfriends and stuff like that. So
I also had one.
yeah, so it was common. But so since the generations have changed, most of the kids are very exposed. So you expect them to say certain things that they hear on the internet and they see. But then there are those, I would say, boundaries. Like, so when the girl said the peel, I was like, okay. No. So I was like,
no, we have a problem.
No, we have a problem. Because in the beginning, I was like, they would say that because probably they hear their old brother say it and all that. So I was okay with all the statements. But then her statement was, meaning they have done it before, so do not forget. And I was like, okay, now I have a problem with this video.
Exactly.
But you see what we need to do, because at least those ones filmed. But the biggest majority, they haven't filmed, so we don't know what they're doing.
Exactly, true.
And I feel like our kids are so exposed, you can't control it. Because now, everything that they do, we always like release sex tapes, what. And the people they follow are the ones in those sex tapes.
Exactly.
And you popularize them, you always say, akatambi. So, if I open my TikTok, when I see some of these TikTokers and they say, well, have your money to year, and then they tag curiosity. I'll go, and I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
I'll go on Telegram and I'm like, for real, did this person actually release? I'll go and then, but now these kids are also doing the same thing.
Yes. I see even in the comment section, someone begging, I am boy, please send me that.
So my thinking is now that parents who are out there, in this generation, we need to increase sex education.
Why do I have a feeling that parents are failing?
No, they're not failing.
Are you sure? Because they always talk about how the economy is too tight. They're looking for money. They don't have time to spend with their kids because of the bills. But at the end of the day, I think you have to talk to your child.
They're busy, but I think that's what I'm saying. Like sex education is really
parents,
important.
Right?
Yeah, from parents and even the schools. We used to have that, but it used to be a routine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now I feel like guys are over concentrating on how people can survive and make money and forgetting about that aspect as well. I feel like I'm sure it's there, but it needs to increase.
Yeah, true.
Like let's be open, like to the kids. So even if they're doing it, at least they're doing it right.
And they know the repercussions.
Yeah, because some of the reasons why people actually end up actually getting like, have you noticed that most people used to say that people in single school sex schools get spoiled?
Yeah, I remember. They used to say that.
It's because it's logic.
They used to be curious,
right? One, they'll be curious, and the more you tie the beast. Have you ever noticed that thing, like when you tie a dog and then it becomes more, so the beast inside, so every time you'll be like, oh, sex is a bad thing, people will be curious to try it out.
Yeah.
But now if you go the other route and be like, actually, it's okay to have sex, but what particular time? Like, let's just change how we talk to the kids.
Yeah.
Because now these kids actually can Google. They
do.
They know what to do.
These kids, by the age of 10, 11, they already know things.
They know what to do.
Oh.
They know what to do. So I feel like as parents, but then also don't overly be busy.
I know. I'm sure you can balance work.
Yeah, we can always balance
and
work.
Family.
Because look at the situation when always make sure, like on a Saturday, you have like a one-on-one with your kids.
Or Sunday, if you're busy on Saturday, and Sunday.
And then also, I think the difference that white people used to have that we don't have, parents, let's not be hard. If we open up and our kids talk to us, private. But if your kid talks to you, because I remember, I used to talk to my mom. even when I was young. You know me, I used to be a bowler even when I was young.
Really?
Because I was 13, seeing somebody who was like I think 17. And then I was 15 and I was seeing somebody in senior 6 because I was in yeah, I've always been a bowler.
I know.
I always aim high. But what helped me is, okay, not being a mommy's boy, my mom knew about all these girls. And then we would sit down and then we would talk about it. And she would be like, there's some of these girls are sick, you know, the normal parenting things.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like an enemy type of situation. I feel
Yeah.
like people need to understand that. Like the more you talk to your kids and be like, okay, this is nice, you can date, but there are boundaries you shouldn't cross because this and this will happen.
Yeah.
But the problem is the kids, if they talk to their parents, chiboko.
I know. Why you ask me that question? So they get to, you know, they get advice from their fellow youths. Not even advice.
But then also now, some parents don't know how to do that. They're afraid of their kids. They don't know how to open up.
Oh yeah, they don't know how to talk about sex. They're like,
They're afraid.
too sensitive. I don't know, that child has already started those things. Even when my mom left me, like I was crazy. I used to do a lot of club hopping. So a time came because I would literally come back at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and knock. And she opens and she looks at me. The one day she said, you know what? I'm giving you a spare key. Here's the thing. If you ever, she told me about sex and all the madness. If you ever get pregnant, don't come back here. Secondly, there's HIV. Period. So me, I would party at the back of my mind knowing,
Something is
the
gonna
moment I get pregnant, out. Then HIV. And I was very careful. But she talked to me.
No, there's a saying. I fear actually kids more.
You fear what?
Kids.
Why?
Because there's a thing I saw, but which is actually true. Since I'm in sales and marketing, they say kids are like clients. They always want something from you.
Oh yeah.
So you can leave your wives, but you can never leave your kids. So.
I know. True.
The easy part is getting the kid. What you do after is the hard part.
I know.
Raising the kid. Most
Raising
people
the
don't think
kids.
about that. I mean, when I think about that, I'm like, you know, it's okay. I'm a good uncle. So.
Don't tell me that you won't have kids. I know you will one day.
No, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I will eventually. I don't know. At this rate, sometimes though there's a time I was thinking about it. You know, there are certain girls you date in your lifetime, and you date a girl, and you're like,
and they're like, I want
this
a
one,
child who looks like this one.
like this one. But then it didn't work out. So maybe God is making you escape from something.
Yeah, true.
So they at this rate, World War III.
The bills are getting higher and higher. Economy is getting tougher. I know.
So, and I normally tell guys, like, if kids are your ultimate happiness, you can have them at any particular time.
Yes.
Because I went to school with guys who wanted kids.
And they have.
And the moment we left school, they started family.
Right?
And they're happy. And it's okay.
Yeah.
And then there is us.
I know. The cowards.
We're not cowards. We understand.
Yeah, but anyway, everyone's different.
When was the last time you had sex? Since you're
Myself,
not dating.
since I'm not dating. And I keep telling people, it's like 2 years now. For real. There's a time, I'm being honest. There's a time because even a time I spent 4 years when I was celibate.
No, I know the 4 year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But 2 years. That's the one I'm dating. For real.
So you don't have.
I don't have sex for fun. Because of attachment issues. Yeah. So when I do it, I'm like, okay, yeah.
So you have instruments to help you.
Yeah. No.
It's okay.
God, Jesus is my instrument.
What?
God is my savior.
Put a picture in front of Jesus.
Gospel music. I put gospel music. I'm like, God, please.
But the green, I know a lot of stories, but it's okay.
About me, there's a rumors, man.
But there's always a flavor.
Rumors, believe me, you know that's what people.
Anyway, the reason why I asked, because there's allegedly, I would say allegedly, because I haven't seen the clip. I have looked for the 20 videos everybody's talking about.
20 videos
of Airbnbs. Have you heard about that?
I've heard about it. They're saying that that some Airbnbs install cameras.
No, that.
But is it true?
It is true.
How can you do that when you know that
not even in Uganda? Even some hotels, if you look carefully and you ask around people who travel, they always try to look for cameras before they enter.
Yeah, I've seen on TikTok.
So this is not something new, but for us in Uganda, it is something new. And there are two reasons why I would say people have been putting in cameras.
Why, honestly?
One, for the business owner, you know, there's those things of tracking how people like spoil stuff or steal stuff or stuff, things like that.
Okay, yeah,
I
maybe
think
that.
they come from that place.
Yeah, I hear some people take things.
Yeah, so I think the reason why they're pushed to put cameras in there so that they can tame that. The only problem is, I'd say the only problem is how we've been using Airbnbs in Uganda.
Yeah.
But not only in Uganda, it's actually very
Everywhere.
yeah. It's
You know, the new lodges.
no, which is okay. And do you know why it's very advantageous,
No.
especially in Uganda
For men,
for
especially.
all.
In my mind, I'm feeling
No,
for
for all men, women.
What do I feel like it's actually?
Let me give you an example. First of all, just me, I have a phobia for those things because I love my sheets. I'd rather be like in my own sheets.
You be wondering who was in this?
Even in hotels, by the way, I'd be like, Apana.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just have that in my mind. But here's the thing. If I'm a man, like if I'm married or what, and I park at a motel and my wife sees the car, there will be a lot of questions.
Okay.
Even if there is a border guy following, there will be a lot of questions to answer.
Exactly.
But now imagine you're just walking into apartments. You know the thing about Airbnb, the whole block is not Airbnb.
I know, yeah, true.
So you just move into an apartment. So bypassers think you're going to one of the apartments. Can be your brother's apartment or whatever. So you see how things are different?
I understand. But
Because me, there's a time I was in an apartment and then there was a Range Rover Raptor 2024. New! I spent the night there. So one of my boys was like, you guys have expensive cars in this compound. And I'm like, if you drive such a car, would you stay in such an apartment? Like, like there are certain logical things.
yeah.
So, but you could understand where the guy is coming from. Because not everybody is rich, like to always hang around at
Sure.
Serena. You know, rich guys are easy. They're always having meetings at Serena or Sheraton or whatever.
Yeah.
So their cars parked there. Even Madame wouldn't mind, and vice versa. I'm actually using the term Madame, but also women.
Yeah, there are women who do that. I understand.
Women,
But they have
so-
their
Yeah, so Airbnbs have been advantageous.
I understand,
to
but if
us.
you're gonna install cameras, why would you install them in the bedroom? Install them somewhere else, like in the sitting room, or maybe
I
come up
haven't
with
seen
other
those
security
videos, so I
measures.
don't know if guys are just milking
even
the
me,
situation.
I haven't
I
actually
have a
saved
feeling
them.
like somebody started the Chilai, but if they're true, you
But you know, like most women, ooh, you know how we can be. I have a guy. The guy has called me at his place. You know, we love going to your places, or whether it's a weekend marriage or whatever. When I get into this apartment and I see your clothes, you know, some of you carry your clothes, some of the clothes and shoes. In my mind, this is your place. That's what I'd be thinking. And then you guys just keep quiet. And some guy told me, yeah, that's what I do. Because you know what, do you know what, you ladies, sometimes you come and you don't want to go. You've come
Facts.
through and you've stayed in my head. I'm like, yo, please, 2 days,
Go.
please go. Next thing I know, you're actually doing house chores. You're doing this and this. I'm telling you, there's someone who's going to be coming at around 10 a.m. or 11 to clean up your place. Like, that's my maid. Like, no, don't worry, I'm going to be. So, of course, after 1 week, if I feel like I'm tired of you, I'm going to make a deal with either the landlord or maybe the askari.
I actually I saw a story of a guy who impregnated a girl, and then it was at the Airbnb.
Yeah.
That was
And
crazy.
the girl came back. Yeah.
That's crazy because the
And
guy
the askari was like,
even had photos.
sorry,
Like,
Airbnb.
they would have like actually his photos would be there. Good.
Yeah, people move with their photos. You didn't know.
But me, I don't even have photos in my house. My house is so boring.
Why?
It's just I'm not a guy who's gonna pause. There's a time even a friend of mine came and was like, "Did you get this place on Airbnb?" I'm like, "Why? It's furnished well, but you lack artwork
No
or photos." And I'm like, "Why would I put photos in my house? Like I don't get it."
No, just
No, but for lack of a better word, it is nice. Sometimes it's very advantageous if a guy is not comfortable where he's living. Like probably he's trying to impress a girl.
yeah.
You think he stays in those cool places of Tanzania and got man off where he says so. Be got chow. Zinade zafuke zala is like 80K a day.
Second, 100 cards. Yeah.
But me, the problem with Airbnb is there's a time they were less, and there's a guy who told me he can make money from it at that time. But now they're so common.
There are very many. They're common.
He would do like 80K, so we'd have like 3 different people coming in one day. Like there's a guy who wanted from morning to midday. And
someone
then
else books
then the one sleeps
overnight.
over.
Jesus Christ.
So in one day, that would be like 240.
God have mercy.
Because of where's
See, is it men?
But
I hear some men are actually. Do you know how many always talk about peace? Some men love Airbnb because they said that's why they
yes,
go to.
yes,
When
because
the wife is all like crazy or when they feel like
you always get crazy, as we know.
that's why.
Now, do you know like
Oh.
white people actually for them they discover this? Do you know that even when you watch movies, there's a time where a guy has like a study. Even in movies, like especially for rich guys, like that's the guy's study, don't go there.
Yeah.
Or like that is office, don't go there. Even some guys here have it.
Yeah.
Or if your man is a gamer, he has like his editing or whatever.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I feel like as men, we're like lions. Like we always want to have like our peace, like
your own
away
time.
from the reality. And most women don't get that.
I know.
Because some of your men are into corporate world, and those men are very dangerous. Do you know why? First of all, we hate our bosses, like for real. Like we do not like them at all. Because no man wants to be ordered.
I know.
Matter where he's working from. Like now with that psychology. So he comes back home, and then now you also have your own problems.
Yeah.
So he always needs like that one space where he can be like, you know what? I need this to myself.
Yeah.
But now you women don't.
Of course, we don't understand.
When I come back and I'm quiet, you'll be like, "Why are you quiet? You probably have a
You
woman."
wanna find out.
And some of these guys don't even have like friends to hang around with before work. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me first go to an Airbnb. There's a
He's there
guy
for
that,
2 days.
yeah, there's a guy that told me, "Why works in BOU?" Something like that. I said either it was an EU job or BOU. But the story goes like this: he told his pals. Like, do you know my best time of the day is when I'm in traffic?
Really? That's when he gets to think?
No, that is his best time of the day.
Because what there's what? Silence?
He
I don't
hated his
understand.
supervisor.
Uh-huh.
Because the supervisor was always breathing down his neck, but he loved the company. And when he went back home, Madame is always like shouting. So for him, it's in traffic. Like that transition like
Therapy
from home
is
there.
there.
Yeah. So that's why for him, that's why I normally tell guys when you say I can't move slowly, especially big cars, guy might knock you for that. Especially
You who love, crossing and, taking your time. Man,
Ah,
they told us Baba Nebizibu. Yeah, so I saw
but
most
imagine if
married
you're in
men
one of those videos, you're there. But I don't think they're there.
Well, I'm there. I don't know, but the room has been there for like some a week actually.
Like actually even like from TikTok and then Twitter blew up with it, and once
Yeah.
Twitter blows up with
And then I
it,
was like, why would you install cameras? I was like, I'm also waiting for the
installation can be
videos.
there, but the videos being released is also another thing.
God, not in the bedroom. Come on. No. Not in the bedroom.
But imagine if one of our pals is there, like somebody it will be so crazy, it will be good.
You a sadist.
No, it will be good news. Yeah.
Hey, kulikai.
It will be good
So
because it will make news.
that's what you want. You're a sadist. So,
No,
so when they're nailing me there, you're like, don't do you this is you. Oh no. I don't know why people think I can love a young man. I can't.
No, of course not that boy. I know.
Yeah, right? Before you know me. So I just feel.
You girls are different. Nah.
No. Depending. The people will change. Me. Things of money.
Do you know?
I'm very picky. Just that people don't know who I am.
Get that. Omukazi wa chips.
Akolatia. Omukazi wa chips.
You know those ladies. They might not be physically like work out, but their game.
They can entice you.
Their game might be crazy.
Joy. But I'm like yo, like
Ati aba vampire girl.
the more you're like, wake up before the neighbors.
No, anti-vampire girlfriend. Ajechiro no soka no jaka amatala. Wona woda. Notesa na sky na jaka amatala. So ina mulaba.
Then at
5.
Man, the neighbors will say,
But you see, but somebody told me that, which is actually kind of true. Like you see those girls like Like
That-
nobody would expect you to.
I know, right?
smash.
Like,
He smash. Such a hang up about trouble.
yeah, I've heard about that.
Or let me lie on
But they know how to take care of themselves. They know what to do. They know how to hold their man.
True.
Yes.
Facts, by
So
the way.
next thing you know, nga
No, but you see the whole thing. One,
That
they don't get a lot of action, so
Yeah.
their thing is still intact in a way. One, but two, as men, we like being like a submissive woman, and they will be.
Oh yeah, the respect
So-
situation. Oh yeah,
that mentally plays with you.
yeah.
and that's the whole thing with it.
Yes, so some people keep telling me that they told me that actually these girls you see, the waitresses from wherever, these ones you look at and you minimize. Hey,
That's
those
like-
ones, hey, they are in those secret relationships with those big men. Next thing you know, this girl has got her own apartment, or even her own house.
Why do you
With
think
even
they
two
don't leave
kids.
certain jobs when they have like a stupid manager, but they stay there? That's why I feel pity for a boy child,
I know.
because we get this like you get paid for. That's why I tell guys, like for example, saloon guys, or they always tip the girl who actually
Yeah.
massages, and they don't tip the guy.
Oh really?
Some guys don't tip the
Anyway,
guy.
yeah. But even tipping is not in most Ugandan. They don't.
Now
do
we
it.
don't tip. We're Africans.
Yeah, they don't do it. They're like, it's why tipping?
But
Then
but
people
depends.
say,
And
"Hey,
most
this
of the
is
time,
tip."
as a guy, when we tip, saloon, restaurant, sometimes we have actually liked the girl.
Really?
Yeah. You'd be
I
like,
didn't know.
That's a nice girl.
Yeah.
Next time they take you out, if you look at the girl and you'll be like, okay, if I was a guy, I would also actually consider this
Yeah.
girl. You'll see how the man you brought, how he would tip.
Hmm.
There are two ways. He would either tip just to impress you,
Yeah,
or he would tip because he has liked the girl.
I know. But yeah, but me, nah, my dear. You know me, I'm very picky. I have a particular taste. And my mom told me I think I will marry myself. I know I'm not perfect, but it's something I like. But you know what I do? People don't know who I am. But I just give you what you think, and I let you judge. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Just I've never posted anyone I've dated.
Tom posting that.
Annie,
Why would you even post?
I know, right? People keep posting.
And I tell
So,
guys, yeah, those online relationships that they bring up, because I've seen all of them go down. Most of them. Anyway.
Most of them.
Yeah. When you look at it.
Man, life is very tricky. There are people who, for example, I've seen friends who have actually had a one-night stand and things have gone like, they're even married. That those that have kept themselves dated for some good 2, 3, 5 years, Nechigana. Those that have gotten themselves online, but in most cases, online relationships, they tend to fail.
No, here's the thing. They know there's a difference. Getting your girl online and being an online relationship is different.
Okay, what's the difference?
Yeah, because I've seen guys who have gotten themselves online and then they
Yes.
have gotten married.
And
But
yes.
their relationship is not online. I don't know if it makes sense.
Okay, so
They don't splash it around. Like we know they got
so
into
for
a relationship.
You talk about the online relationship where we have to expose everything.
Yeah,
right?
like because those are the ones that have failed. And the reason why they have failed because they have exposed everything.
Oh Lord.
But that's a fact. Because there are some guys who actually I know they've gotten married. I've actually never seen apart from the wedding, but I know they always go out.
Yeah.
Apart from their statuses, because a person who watches my status on my phone, we're friends. You have my phone number, so you can see maybe if I'm out with madame or something like that.
Yeah.
I've chosen for you to actually see that. These things of posting Instagram, Twitter, zero. They don't.
They don't.
But they got themselves off of the internet. They love each other.
And they love
it
each
has
other.
worked.
Do you know that there are those that keep so what I've noticed, the online situation, I don't know what happens. Either it's the trend, whether it's the generation, whether it's because of the internet, whether it's do you know most men don't like it? You guys don't like it?
No, what? Posting.
Post like
Why should I post it?
we go out and then I get my phone and I'm like,
And evidence. Don't check come out. I won't go to one challenge.
and then I post. Most men don't like it because there's this video I saw yesterday and this girl was
No.
like,
No,
"Don't check out a video." I'm like,
there are two reasons. One, there are two reasons why we would react like that.
why?
You're not the one.
Mm,
You're not
he's
the
still
one.
fishing, right?
Exactly. Most of the time as men, if you're the girl I like,
Yeah.
I will have no problem with you doing that.
Ah.
I would tell you not to post me later on, but I wouldn't like get that thing off of me. You get it? Because you might want to post me without my authority. Now, why they react like that? Probably I got a visa, and yet you're not the person I want.
So fishing.
Hey, it's not even fishing. It's all by an original. You know, the original wages.
You guys. Bumanyira.
No, because what women don't understand, we don't cheat because we're in love with the person we're cheating with. Because we need sex.
Many times.
A lot, trust me.
Because, like, you can ask a man why he's cheating, and he doesn't have a reason as to why he's cheating.
No, it's just that.
Like, why he's cheating? I don't know.
But they love their wife. There's a guy I know. He would be with another girl, but even if a wife called him and asked him for money or a girlfriend, like the one he loves, he would not even ask twice, like, what is this for? What? Like, it's just crazy. Like, Madame wants something, Madame needs to get it. Like, he can't even leave you guys to go and see Madame. But it was still mash around. So this is where you girls get it wrong. You think men cheat because on you because they don't love you no more.
That's what
They will love you and they will still sleep around. And it's okay, but you're the one that you have chosen. And first of all, you guys are many than the boys. So just...
Man, you keep saying that, eh?
But
that thing is scary.
Which is true. It's
But,
for sure.
okay, I understand. Maybe men are many, but responsible and sensible men are also few.
Women, you're many. But then also lately, a woman to actually take home, those are few.
I understand, but even getting a real man, a sensible man, is also not easy.
Do you know why it hurts us when you cheat? That's why we can never forgive. Like if you find a guy,
something I fail to understand. No, for
because
you want to cheat and then
you cheat with feelings. It's only at 20% of you guys who act like men. Who zip around and don't get attached. It is a very small percentage.
Yeah.
Very small percentage.
True.
But if we're dating, the big percentage of women, it is with feelings. So by the time you go, like mentally, by the time a woman sleeps with you,
that means
she has thought about it. She has analyzed the whole situation. So for her to make that leap and sleep with you, there's something wrong.
Oh, so that's why you don't forgive.
Yeah, because we know you did it mentally. But for us, it's pressure. To be there. The weather, what? Crazy, what? When your says...
And
trust me, most relationships that stay strong and survive for many years are the ones who just
let your partner. You let your partner be.
No, you don't let your partner be.
What happens?
No, it's like for a guy now, if she gives you respect and the kids are yours, don't know.
Don't those
and
things.
That's something a married man told me once.
So no,
his wife was actually earning a lot of money more than him, but he was also earning very decent money.
Oh, okay.
So he's very covered by them. But and also the wife is always hanging around with a lot of big business people in the country. So, but he told me two things. I know my wife is very beautiful. That's why I even got her in the first place. I am not blind. Other people are not blind. But the fact that she gives me respect, introduces me everywhere as my man. When I want something, I get it as the husband. And the kid I know is mine. And our kids are ours. I am not a porn star. That I have skills that are beyond. But the fact that I get all the others, the respect, the love, I do not care about what happens because I don't know what happens. I'm afraid to actually start now because I'll go crazy, which is actually true. And I feel like most people should adopt that because you will go crazy.
True. But true.
And what most people don't know, like, and women, you do that.
What do we do?
You accuse guys of something they have not done and they end up doing it.
Do you know someone who told me recently?
But it is also vice versa. The moment you say like your girl is cheating and you're always telling her that she's cheating, when she gets that opportunity, she's like, anyway, he's already thinking I'm cheating. And it's also the reverse.
Yeah, there's someone who told me that actually he decided to cheat because the girlfriend kept on saying, I know you're cheating. It's like, oh, okay, let me cheat. I cheated. I said, okay, I've cheated now this time around. I know.
You'd be like, okay.
Then someone else told me that this girl would always accuse me of cheating with a particular lady. And I just want to find her attractive. But why she kept on saying it a lot, I was like, okay. I wish I I'm really jealous. I just started pursuing the girl. You men.
No. But now, it's also the same way. Even actually girls get that the moment you say you're cheating.
Oh, yeah.
But I think
I was once in a relationship, though I didn't cheat, but I was once in a relationship. Do you know when someone, I don't know if this is true from your perspective, like when a guy
is insecure.
is insecure and accuses you of things, that means he's doing something behind your back.
No.
That's what they tell us.
No, but he's also insecure. They tell you that, but he's just insecure and is afraid to lose you. You're better off. No, here's the thing. You're okay with your man being jealous. That means he still wants you. Like he wants you. And I normally tell this to the girls that I date. Like if it reaches a time when
He doesn't care.
and you're overshowing me that you don't care about this love, and then I reach a time whereby I no longer care. I don't ask you.
That means
Just know it has
I'm out of
depreciated.
love.
Yeah, like it's not like I'm out of love.
Oh,
but
like
I have gone
the feelings
down.
are decreasing.
So there is a high chance of people stealing me away from you.
Okay.
Because I've been repeating the same thing over and over again, and then you're not changing, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay.
Okay.
Maybe you know, no gamba. What do I lose? And here's the thing: you, for example, for young people who are dating, never allow your partner to be, especially for men, to be in a situation where they ask like, "What am I gaining when I'm with this girl?"
What am I gaining when I'm with this person?
Yeah. Because first of all, if you're not financially stable, okay, it might be financially stable on your own, but if he's providing for you stuff and the only thing he's asking from you is sex and peace of mind, and you're not providing both, and you're always either shouting every time you come together. So those are the two things that men look out for. Peace of mind, like
of
when I have
mind.
issues, this is the girl that calms me down, and then sex. Because you can't keep.
So
everything
when he's
without
not,
sex.
I know. So when he's not getting that, it's like now, why
Yeah, because it will start comparing. Like, why am I losing?
am I with this woman?
Yeah? Like, why am I wasting my time?
Yeah,
Whoever said everything, I told you that when I was sure.
I know.
I think that's a
Where
show
are
up.
you?
They know their place. Most people don't know that, but they always know their place. You'd be like, hey,
How come some cross the boundaries?
yeah.
Maybe those are the
but-
ones.
Yeah,
and
but,
I'm sure I
but because you
blame
let
these men.
them on.
But yeah,
But seeing as the guys like us, I can tell you, you know what? Normally they're used to lies. You'd be like, no, I'm not into dating. If a guy tells you that, just know you're not the person like they're with.
yeah.
I'm not into dating right now. I'm messed
just
up.
want-
No, I just want to have fun. But then there are those ones who are frank and then be like, by the way, I like you. I think you're very cute. You're very beautiful. But I have a madam. If you still like me, we can still roll.
I like such men though.
Wakwebi said every single method. Take away Sako.
That's how you lie. Eh?
That's why you like.
Because most men be like, man, don't nagam na yo jagana.
Ogugusa luvanyu. Customer ogugusa. Then you go gam.
I have a home. Be a busy. Anyway, I understand. Sometimes only I come, mukazi no.
How do you deal with breakups, Doreen?
Breakups.
As a person.
I've gone through one major heartbreak. That's the one that took me into depression for 2 years. Yeah. And it was a tough one. The problem is I isolated myself for some good time and I hated myself and, I hated men at that time until my friend Lillian, Lillian.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day came and approached me and said, let me tell you something. You see that man you're crying over? The one you're losing weight for? He's actually somewhere having fun, living life, going out, buying new clothes, eating good, going to the gym. He's happy. The moment he sees you in this state, you're giving him a win. What you do, snap out of it. It's not going to be easy, but snap out of it and try to take care of yourself. And it was a process, but eventually I bounced back. But what I did after bouncing back, I made sure that I don't isolate myself. So I would listen to a lot of music, but not lap music now. Like, hip hop, stuff like that. Then movies I would go for detective movies, yeah.
You be in your own mind.
Exactly. So I'll make sure that whenever I'm going home to sleep. That's all. Sleep will take me home.
You distracted your mind.
Yes.
Now.
So now for you, how have you ever gone through a deep heartbreak?
Yeah, I've actually had many. They mess up with my. I have had one major one. I think we all always have that one. Major
Yeah, that's
one.
why. Another one just a
Those
lesson.
ones like you reach a point like, because I'm gonna be 31. You reach a point and you're like, you just be disappointed. Like, oh, you had hopes for this one.
I know.
You know, like that thing. Like for us guys, would be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna date this girl, and then she disappoints you, and I had hope for her. You
Yeah.
go crazy, but it's not like no more crazy of where
Yeah.
the first love.
So how do you move on? Because now,
And now for guys, well, now,
situation that
this
is
the
actually
difference.
everywhere in public
The
of our friend,
yeah.
you had never hosted her.
Yeah, but by the way,
Radio.
when I had the whole situation, the fact that they used to come together to the station,
You are love, you're like,
I was like, yay! By the way, most of the couples that I like, when they break up, I'd be like, "How about them on press so we like?"
I know, right? Because even me, like,
No, but
every
I
time I
feel-
host
but I
her, she'll
feel-
come with a guy.
Yes, you would come, but I feel the other effect I told you about, they overexposed it in social media. Those demands go up. And the moment you introduce a ring to any relationship, social media or not,
There's more pressure.
chances of it working out is crazy. I think there is a dogo moving game. Not that I'm
The
calling it,
proposal ring, yeah. Hey, baby, a ring, and then you're showing, oh my God, I've been engaged.
No, baby, a ring. Actually, and you extend it to social media, because look at the situation of all the social media people who have actually gone to Kwanjula, what. I don't want to mention names, but we all know
Yeah,
them who
yeah.
have gone to weddings,
Yeah.
and they have flashed their situation to us. Zero.
Most of them are actually.
Zero. Actually, 80% of them have gone. And I feel like the pressure is there, but then the fact that those people see other options.
Yeah.
You know, people want what the other person has.
I think you're right.
Like if I see you, like
You're
some
right.
people are attracted to stable relationships.
Yeah, true.
Like if they see you in a stable relationship, their mind is like, I need to have a piece of that.
I want to join that family.
So you know,
Yes.
you have to join the family one way or another. So people, when that too much pressure is there, people have to have options. And now the thing is, people start getting. It becomes a competition between the both of you. Even when you want to discuss certain things, there's one of you who's looking at what the online audience would think.
Yeah.
And then you will not make the right decision in that relationship. So there's that whole pressure.
There's that.
But then you have a lot of options now, both sides. So Murwana Munga agenda ke wori we arabi amkundikide DM.
Ngafuna consolation that side,
Yeah, consolation,
right?
and then comes back.
And then comes back.
But then there's also that pressure because you're singa bakoma kukuchala kwa Angela.
Kwanjula.
Because
True.
then people will be like, when are you getting married? When are you getting married?
I know.
When are you getting married? When are you getting
After
married?
the proposal, they're like, when is the kuchala? Something
Because you see, the only social media relationships I see that are thriving that came on social media when they were already married and they were already doing stuff.
True.
This is just an extension of their business.
I know. So I think over flaunting is also it's not easy, man. Because now the over flaunting, you're flaunting everything, and then the breakup is going to be public. I think getting healed from that breakup is not easy.
And you can't move on.
My.
Especially for socialites. Do you know why?
They bring
Because-
up that person all the time,
No.
right?
No.
Why?
For socialites, if one of you is bigger than the other one will always trend and you will always see them. Maybe there's a time.
yeah.
You would always see them. One will always trend. Like the one who's actually moving on very fast would always have videos, new endorsements. Not going there. Gogobacha is due to that. So when Gogobacha is so come depression. You first have to collect yourself for kuda mo business at yourself. Now you're chai. The advantage that chai has the upper hand.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I was an escape.
Yeah, true.
After this, I'm going to concentrate on my business. I'm going to concentrate on my business. Not uncommon, no biayo bulala, no gamba.
I take at all of these things of that you left the person in your mind. You left the person a long time ago. You know they're going to talk, or even decided to break up silently, but you keep pretending, and then everywhere you go, they have to remind you, how is Neka?
Yeah.
How come we don't see you Neka either? How come we don't post Neka?
Especially if the guy was good and your friends liked him.
I know.
And you'd be like, hey,
Where is it?
come get out, shy, and I see you. No, there's one of, I would say, I don't know if I'm answering. One of my situations was, I would say, they told me, you were very hard to forget. Because every time I would tune into the radio, I would hear each voice on Nana. Be like, what's up, George? But now we're good. We talk. We're friends. I won't say we're like
When you
legit
heal,
friends.
yeah, when you heal, you'll be
We
fine.
talk. But I was honest. And now I go back to those heartbreaks. 60% of the girls, like when you tell them the honest truth, and you be like, me, I'm not ready to get married in 5 years. They abuse you. They do everything. They walk you out. But remember, you're ready to be act like as a boyfriend.
Yeah.
But you're not ready for the marriage.
For the marriage.
Guess what happens? For them, how they heal, you girls, 70% of you.
Rebounds?
Exactly. That always defeats my mind. You always start sleeping around, go crazy. And I'm
You got your
like,
friends, your dad,
and,
manya who?
and I'm like, that is not gonna make the other like the fact that he made that decision and told you means like at a certain level he was ready for you.
Yeah.
breaking
And
away.
you know, there are even girls who make mistakes and then they just get into another relationship and even get married, get kids to get back at you. To show you that, hey, I had
So
someone
for this one,
in line.
I'm like, okay, it's like after a month. And she had issues, she had slept with her. And I'm like, how many guys have you been with? Me, I've actually not even been with anybody. I've been with one.
With what, right?
Like, and I'm like, make it make sense. Like, I was actually very, and she's not the only one. And I kept on asking her around, like, more the other girls. And I'd be like, no, I like that one, but it was because I was angry. And I'm like, why do you guys do that? For us, when we fall into a depression, most of the guys will concentrate on making money.
Yeah.
Like, because for us, we believe in, like, I need to make it big to show her that I was actually the one.
Oh, yeah.
And then along the
First,
way,
we get into revenge situation.
yeah,
I will end up actually hurting ourselves.
Exactly.
Now, imagine now the whole scenario that is going on about dating a mommy's boy. That's another effect.
Depends on which mommy's boy.
Man, this woman,
Because
mom gets into your relationship all the time. Yes, you know where
your
you
mom might have a
at.
city ass. Your mom might have a city ass.
Yeah,
I consider myself a mommy's boy, but I am not. I don't know, like when they say mommy's boy, like we don't do that. Like I would say I'm close to my mom. Like we don't do, like, she just supports my decision. Personally, my mom, like, I tell her everything. Okay, not everything, but some weird things. That's actually like a transformer. It's plastic.
Okay, so now when you get a girl, do you call her and be like, I got someone, she's like this, or so when you talk to her, you talk to her when things are getting
No. When I feel like she might be the one, like if I'm very, very interested in you, my mom will know about you. Not knowing like about when you're gonna, I'll be like, by the way, there's this particular girl.
Remember that time you had told me that.
No, she
knew about me.
Hey, of course.
I thought you're kidding. You said,
I wasn't kidding.
I thought you're kidding. I said, this is the life you guys make.
No, I wasn't kidding.
Like, you know, my mom knows about you, and then you wanted me to meet her one day. Just,
Like,
you said,
'cause
come and
she's
say hi.
Yeah,
Then you said, no, she's a free lady, by the way. So yes, come and
But
say hi.
that
I'm
goes
like,
back to the other thing I told you about, like parents need to speak to the kids, because we started talking about girls when I was in high school. So for me, opening up, and she would give me advice, and she has always respected my advice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be 31. I don't have kids or HIV, so I think she's done a good job.
Yeah, to prepare you.
So the thing is, you don't like. I know mommy's boys, like the complete ones, will be like, "Oh, we have not done
Everything,
that."
mom.
That is crazy. Actually, for us, we take long without talking,
Oh.
but we talk.
Okay.
But somebody around business, what stuff around the house, no more stuff. And then now, if I am kind of interested in you, like to a deeper level,
She's gonna know.
I'll be like, by the way, there's that one. But for her, for mine, I don't know about this. She's always got, she has never objected.
Because I remember I told you the religion bit. I was like, now imagine.
Hey,
Like,
I feel
we don't even care about those things. Like, we're not like that staunch. I remember those conversations. I'm like, oh my God.
But she's Catholic, so clear.
I know, right? But I was scared. I was just scared. So I think I understand. I think at the end of the day, you just have to. Maybe that's why I love secret, not secret as such, but be in a relationship, mind your business, love loud, but don't post on social media.
No.
Unless, like you said, unless we've taken a big step of, like, let me say, even you see,
Even marriage,
you see, even the
no, here's the
proposal.
thing.
I don't want you to post that proposal.
Why do you guys do public proposals? That's some that is some white people shit that you guys picked up.
Man, we picked it
You
up
watched
by
a lot of
the
movies
tradition,
growing up.
and you have to kneel down.
No, you what am I kneeling for?
Did you see one lady that was, I think, last year?
What am I kneeling
Kenya?
for?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Like,
Who told you it's supposed to be like that? Way back in the day, I have to
for my hand in marriage.
I'm gonna take
What
care
if I
of
said
you.
no? What if I said no?
I'm gonna take care of you the rest of your life, and then I kneel down.
Yeah. So when this guy stood up, lady said no. That's not how they do it. They kneel down. Guy went away with the ring.
I will also go away, but I will never propose publicly.
Yeah, at least that one I also understand.
No, I will not. Let them see the ring later on. You take a photo of it and be like, by the way, finally ask.
Finally.
And I will not ask.
Really?
I'll put the ring there. You either want to wear it or
You
not.
go, you're being arrogant.
But I'll be romantic a little bit. But it's between us. Why with the rest of the world, you know?
What's your love language? Because even communication.
Communication is my love language.
I know.
And physical. They're called
The
physical.
physical touch.
Ah,
Yeah?
you know, me, the more you deny me by the physical touch, the more I have wafer. Abantu abasinga tebakimanyi.
So why you like when you
Abantu
hold
abasinga
hands?
okunjankalanya.
Eh,
Bebanzikiriza amangu.
Ah.
Webeerawo ngoza nyina ebyokukola bingi.
Oh, God.
Sikyalemezaamu.
Do you know these days you guys are spoiled?
We're not spoiled.
No, you're spoiled the game. We no longer hunt, you no longer beg.
We hunt.
That thing
We
hurts
don't
me.
beg.
You don't beg. It really hurts me.
Because
You're
now
supposed
you're
to
cheap.
beg. We're not cheap.
You are. And then why should I beg when I can get it for free?
Oh, God. And then another thing I've also noticed, sex has lost value. Do you know, I can be like, you know, give me like a year or give me like 6 months. Guys like, 6 months got to And the guy's like, 6 months got to college. Like, I'm like, yo.
But 6 months.
Yeah.
Even the trial version of your normal pieces is what? When you buy those apps, nobody give you like 3 months. Nobody gives you a year.
No, it's like,
We
yeah.
have not spoiled that. We're being real. Because at the end of the day, mwakumanga ekintu bagenda okulanga kimukuuma.
Do you not feel embarrassed these days?
No.
No,
Wait for because here's the thing. What you guys don't know,
different. I have an old soul.
you have an old soul.
Yes, I need to
Blend in very well with the new generation. Your old souls.
But again, Akola, they keep telling me, you're looking for true love. Hey, my dear.
Actually, true love, like I told you, the women who
When
have actually played on my head very fast are the ones who made it easy for me to say.
Why are you rushing?
It is not rushing.
Can you beg Kukatono?
So why should I beg? Beg for what? Because at the end of the day, the young boys realize where
Because
we
you're
are.
chasers. You're supposed to chase me.
And we have chased you. You know, it takes courage to approach a woman and tell them, by the way, Nkwagala. Huh? By the way, guys who vibe in Luganda, it's also different. How the guys say, I think I love what it kapaka pareka bitegere ebyo Luganda.
I know. That's what I mean. Like when I have someone who talks to me and is trying to vibe, not in a bad way, vibe. I just kind of mix it up. But if it's in Luganda through and through, it's a turn off. I'm like, no way. Can't you just?
Because Luganda words are heavy.
I think so. Yeah.
Luganda words are heavy.
I don't find them very romantic.
Do you know how they call sex in Luganda?
Sex in Luganda.
It's a very long word.
Oh, hey,
Okwegadanga. Like, imagine if guys would ask like that.
I know. That's very exhausting. You're like, guys.
That's why it's so hard.
So that means I have to adjust. Sex has lost value. Dating is quick these days. You like, please, don't make me wait. I'm like, they told me I should adjust. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you should adjust. I think we have lost the life we call it today.
No longer want to chase. It really hurts.
We chase.
And I used to learn, no, not much.
We chase, but now we know how.
I think because a lot of options. Do you know even someone? Do you know a guy who recently told me several men these days are going to become the prize. I'm like, go to hell.
But we are the prize.
Papi.
Do you know why we are the prize?
Why?
You know, way back recently, people thought you can't have more than 3 wives. Recently, one of the billionaires in Uganda has shown us, like, no, you just don't have the right money.
Oh, God.
Because all his wives, print mugo. They are well educated, big families. And it was possible.
I know.
Yeah. So it showed us, like, you just don't have the right.
Make money, get a woman you want.
No. But me personally, I don't like a lot of women.
Do you know I'm the kind of jealous person? I want to be like, it's me and you.
No, me, it's not for jealousy.
That's what?
Peace of mind, my head. I can't be juggling around. That's why it's hard for me, like, date 2 people consecutively. One has to be a side chick and should know her place. Because
Sometimes I've been asking
then you
myself.
start hyping it.
I know. I've been asking myself, so you have one woman, you already say one woman can even make you lose your brain, and then you put a second woman. And you know we're emotional beings. This time is going to come. I feel like, oh, I need you. I need your time. You can't divide yourself.
The only time you get a second woman when you're married. And those shouldn't be like officials, just those who cool you down. Because those ones will help your relationship as a marriage.
So side chicks help relationships.
Very much. And then the chocolate greens, chocolate greens go mere.
So let him go and get like what?
No,
Nutrients.
but that is the truth. Have you seen those happy families and then they tell you the guy cheated? You're like, for real?
I can't believe it, yeah? Okay. Otherwise, thank you so much. So we should see you where? You said it something, I'm sure that I saw it. It's going to be play it loud or NRG?
No, it's actually just for fun. It's on NRG. So once in a while.
Yeah. Once in a while.
Because I like talking to young kids and get their thoughts.
You know, right?
The fact that I'm saying young kids, I feel like I'm old now, you know?
No, but you know,
yeah,
like,
but I am older than a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
you know, getting into their minds and you get to
so it's nice. But they're more
thinking.
skillful than you old chaps.
They're very sharp. Me, I always listen to them. Every time they bring up conversations, I listen. I'm like, wow, they can challenge you.
Yeah. I should come here more often, once in a while.
I know that we have conversations, definitely. You're still doing voiceovers? No, there's a Kalangwa recently at KFM. And I was like, this is you.
Which one is it?
I don't remember.
But I
almost sent you a message. I was like, this is Neka. This is you.
I always end up doing that because I have to do that.
My people with
AI
voices.
can twice.
But yeah, guys, the voices. Kale, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for having me.
Yep.
I hope to come back again to educate the masses.
I know about
About
men. How? I don't. But anyway, thanks.
All right.
Kale.
Yeah.
Have you ever realized that there is a breast without a nipple? But without a nipple,